This is Car Guys Talk with Andrew and Tavarish.
Hey, welcome to the Car Guys Talk show
on the
TV,
on YouTube, internet
YouTube.
TV.
That's right. We are the Car Guys. We are
We are a couple of car guys.
No, we are the Car Guys. Unless other people take the mantle, then I think we're it. Unless there's probably the Car Guys on YouTube somewhere.
That's a real low standard. That's not big shoes to fill. If we are the Car Guys,
I can get some of my shoes that they're not quite that big, but the Car Guys, we are the Car Guys, and I am Freddie, and some people call me Tavarish on the internet, and some people call you different names on the internet depending on what comments they are, but you're known colloquially as Andrew.
yes, and sometimes I'm also known as Andrew.
Okay, all right, well, you know. It's like the Mitch Hedberg bit. Like, well, I used to do drugs. I still do, but I used to too. All right, so yeah, if this is your first time listening to the show, hopefully you guys like it, and yeah, we're just gonna shoot the
Breeze.
Shoot the breeze. All right, so I just went to the Goodwood Festival of Speed.
I did not.
You didn't, so I think I should fill you in on some of the stuff.
Okay.
Because it was quite good.
Was the wood that good?
The wood was, honestly, it's not as good as people say it was.
Huh.
Yeah, it's mediocre wood at best.
You didn't find any good wood?
No, I didn't find any good wood. How much wood would a good wood
if a good wood could wood good? Could
wood good? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, I mean, grammatically, that sort of makes sense. But
how much wood could a good wood good if a good wood could good wood?
You can't good something. Good wood
can't
wood.
you?
No, you can wood something, but you can't good something. You can wood something good.
But you can't good something wood.
You can wood something good. Or you can get that good. All right, okay. We're off in the weeds here. I went to the place in the middle of a field in UK. So for those of you who don't know, Goodwood is a massive car festival.
Like the premiere.
It's like Forza Horizon if it was real and not filled with stands. Like
It's like Forza Horizon, except for instead of a concert, it's tea parties.
Basically, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was one of the biggest things, other than the cars, that I noticed was a stand. It was the most English thing I've ever seen. It was a food truck that was selling porridge. Yes, just porridge. And they had crumpets as well.
What is porridge? Is it just oatmeal?
Porridge is oatmeal.
Okay.
Yes, porridge is oatmeal when you're not when you have a specific level of financial income. Okay, so at some point you just go like, I'd like some porridge.
That's like here in the States.
Instant oatmeal.
That's like here in the States. Yeah, you like go to the car show. I'm gonna go to the car show. I'm gonna get wild. I'm gonna get some oatmeal. Like
Dude,
that's not car show fare to me.
That guy was eating oatmeal like it ain't nothing. That guy was like straight savage.
He was taking spoonfuls of pure oatmeal to the dome.
Is he nuts?
There might have been nuts. There might have been nuts. It might have been cinnamon apple. It might have been oatmeal raisin. Who knows?
Does he have a peanut allergy?
I hope not.
So yeah, that was the most English thing ever. So in Goodwood, it's a huge estate. It's just a real big plot of land in the middle of nowhere.
What's the guy's name that owns it? Varen Bon Goody Woody or something?
Varen Bon Goody Woody. That's exactly who it is. That's right. Yeah. It's actually
Duke, Duchess,
or Earl of Varen Bon Goody Woody.
All right.
Yes.
Yes.
I think the guy's name is Lord March. So Lord March. That would be who owns that place, right?
That's. I'm sorry. Like, if anyone's from Britain, like, I'm not trying to, rain on anyone's parade. You get plenty of rain already, but that's just that is to us simple Americans. That is like a caricature.
Yes,
that is I went to Lord March's estate and had porridge whilst watching Jaguar E-types climb a hill. Like,
yeah, I mean, I didn't have the privilege of meeting said Lord March. I hear
well, because it was July.
Yeah, and I also don't know. I don't. Is he
Lord March? It's July.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait,
March is a month.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I got it. Do
Yeah.
you guys all get it? Do we need to repeat the joke? I think we might need to.
Okay.
So March is
It's a
name,
month.
but it's also a month.
Yeah.
in a year. But then
You went in July.
But I went in July.
Yeah, so
he's not going to be there
Yeah,
because he's a person that only shows up
after February. And
after
before
that. He
April.
just becomes an ethereal like ghost.
Rolls-Royce Ghost.
Rolls-Royce Ghost. That's where they got the name
He
because
is
Lord
a
March.
transformer.
Yeah, he's not of this realm.
No.
But he's only in March.
Cybertron.
He's from Cybertron, but also only in March, where
Yes.
he makes his pilgrimage and he becomes a human. He actually takes not a lot of people know this, but the first person through the gates gets possessed by the soul of Lord March in a sort of Scientology-esque thing where the Thetans are. It's weird. It's like there's a lot of science involved, right?
Is it Thetans or is it midichlorians?
I'm talking about science here, and you're talking about the Star Wars stuff. You know what, man?
You're right. I'm sorry. Thetans are totally more real than midichlorians.
Yes, no. Dude, listen, you go and you get an e-meter reading.
By the way, anybody that's wondering what's going on right now, just research Scientology and have a good laugh.
Well, all right. I mean, just look at. If anybody doesn't know what's going on right now, go to google.com, askjeeves.com. It's a better site.
I prefer Alta Vista.
Go to altavista.net and type in Tom Cruise, and you'll get up to date on what we're talking about. So anyway, I think Lord March is a varied man, a man of many talents.
Is he varied or married?
He's probably varied and married,
And
but
soon to be buried.
he also has mastered the art of transubstantiation, and he possesses the first person that goes through the gates of Goodwood, and it's actually a pretty cool thing. You have to go up to the throne and like kiss the ring of whoever. In any case, it's really cool. There's a lot of cool cars.
Oh yeah, cars.
So when Michelin sent me out there, but in the UK they call it Michelin, which is wrong. And it's funny because the people I was there with, they were trying to get the UK people to say it right, but without telling them that they're saying it wrong. So it was like this weird, like, kind of ugly Americans thing. It's like, excuse me, can you just say the name of the company that you work for? Like, of course, Michelin. And they're like, all right, you want to try that again? Michelin. It was like, one more time. One more time.
Usually the French are really good about like pronouncing French words.
No, well, I mean, it's not. We also don't pronounce it 100%. I think it's like it's Michelin, but they also like Michelin.
Michelin
You have to say it, you have to say it with a. You have to be. First of all, you have to be exhausted, so you have to like run like 5 miles, like that. Yeah.
Then you also need peanut butter in the roof of your mouth.
Michelin. Yeah. Yes. Michelin sent me to the UK.
Oh, McKaylen. Nice.
So McKaylen sent me to. That sounds like
It's like the most basic white girl name.
Basic white girl name. I was just about to say that. Oh. And who are you? McKaylen.
Oh man! And what fraternity or what sorority are you with?
Like Kappa, Kappa Phi, Kappa Beta, Kappa. So they sent me out, and if any of you want to know how they sent me out, it was I wasn't wined and dined like I usually am on these press trips. I wasn't treated like the snowflake that like the fragile snowflake that I clearly am. No, they sent everybody economy because they had a lot of people. They had like 100 people there.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it wasn't just North American. We had North American influencers, but we also had people from UK, Europe, and China, and Asia. Huge. Like there was like an entourage of like 30 people. Huge. Yeah. China.
What?
China.
Oh, China. Okay, gotcha. I thought there was a G there, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
China.
No. Demonetized.
Grab him by the China.
No.
In any case, I got an upgrade on my flight right at the last minute, and boy, was that good.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because I got to fly on Polaris Business.
Yes.
Yeah. So United has a new business class, and it's like this Polaris thing, and it's like their old business class, but you get more sheets and pillows and stuff. You get a memory foam pillow and a regular pillow, and they try to kill you with the amount of food that they give you. So it's
I want to fly that.
yeah. It's like that joke, you tell a dog, about what fat is. It's like, well, fat is when you eat too much. It's like, yeah, I love fat. Let's get fat. So how it was, I'm just going to go over a quick rundown of what the experience of a business class on Polaris United is. So you get to the airport, and you go directly to the United Lounge, and they have a new United Polaris Lounge, which actually is it's not bad. I went through Newark, and Newark has kind of like crappy food. They have like pretzels.
Just
and, like,
the whole state.
Newark. Well,
the whole state of New Jersey just has crappy
the
food.
whole state of Newark. You mean? Yeah. That's it's my education at work. Yes, the entire state of New Jersey is just a god awful mess. Shout out to everybody living in New Jersey. Yeah, you guys are just the best. Do they still are people eating there? So I get there, and well, the business class lounge ain't that great in Newark, because they have like pretzels, they had some brownies, I guess, and then that's about it.
But like, what kind of brownies were they, bro?
They weren't 420 Blaze It, bro, brownies. Oh. No. I mean, they imagine. Can you imagine if that was the case? So you go to a business class. All right, so you go to a business class lounge, and they have pot brownies, but people don't know they're pot brownies. So people, they get nervous when they're on before a flight, so they start scarfing down brownies. 30,000 feet in the air, complete freak out. Oh! Whoa! We're really high up. Like,
me too, man. I'm so high.
No, you don't understand. Just start freaking out, paranoid. Like you're going to be the first person to overdose.
Our cruising altitude is 35,000 feet. That's so many shoes, man.
Dude, there can't be more than like 50 people on this plane.
Like,
bro.
what size feet, man? Like, I'm size 15. Like, what?
If you add up all the water on this plane, that's like a whole nother person.
What?
That's crazy. So they count that. These are fake weed thoughts for you, everyone. So here's how it was. The lounge was kind of crappy, but then you get to go on the plane. The plane was really cool. It was a 777-300. I think that's one of the bigger ones.
Is that twin turbo?
That's a twin turbo. Yeah, it's a quad 16. Yes, it's a.
Is it as powerful as the DeVal 16?
No, nothing is as powerful as the DeVal 16.
You're right.
So,
good answer.
Yeah, the DeVal 16 is the most powerful car in the world, most powerful road car in the world. It has 5,000 horsepower.
5,000.
Yeah, coming from a 4-cylinder, naturally aspirated, wouldn't you know? Yeah, it's crazy.
Really, really big cylinders.
Yeah, extremely. Actually, you know what? It's just high revving. Revs to 130,000 RPM. Makes 5. You really have to rev it out. It takes 19 minutes for it to get up there. Mm-hmm. But when it gets up there, boy, you're gonna have a fun time there. Then I go on the plane, and it's really cool because the new Polaris, like, they outfitted their planes with this. They got rid of first class. So there used to be a first business and a what's after business?
Coach?
What's that? Is that a word?
Coach?
Is it, yes. Where's the one where they literally put you in the back with chickens and they spit on you when you ask them for?
Oh no, that's
the whatever what poor people go like when they have to go somewhere but they can't like drive. What do they do? Do they just stay home? Like I don't understand what happens.
Ladies and gentlemen, a Lamborghini owner.
I have ascended. I have ascended, and this is what happens. Like you start doing the Paris Hilton thing, like Walmart. Like, do they sell walls there? And
Do they sell walls there?
Yeah. I mean, is that?
Hey.
Imagine going to a store, and it specializes in walls, and that's like a popular thing for people to do. Like, yeah, let's go to Walmart. Like, yeah, I gotta get a new wall. This one's like falling apart.
Home Depot, Lowe's, they're pretty popular.
No, but like there's
materials for building walls.
No, materials for building walls, right? But it's called Home Depot, so you can build like a whole house. I'm saying one component of the house, which is the wall, which doesn't usually get replaced all that much. So imagine
there are stores devoted entirely to fans.
But imagine that is
Dan's Fan City. This video not sponsored by Dan's Fan City.
Welcome to Dan's Fan City, where we got fans for all occasions. We got your Fiesta fans. We got your
Dan's Fan City. This place totally blows.
All right. So yeah. So you get into the plane, and they're.
And by the way, every time you say Polaris, I'm just having flashbacks to the slingshot. Continue.
Polaris. Well, it's basically like that.
Oh no, I'm never flying them.
Yes. No, well, yeah, they give you a little.
Never flying with them ever.
So they give you a little plastic key, and then you gotta, you gotta strap in, and then you get a sunburn. So it's exactly the same.
And the plane is powered by the 4-cylinder out of a base model Cobalt.
Well, yes. Honestly, they splurged a little bit. They got a better engine. I think they did the Cobalt SS, but it's it ain't too fast in the from the get go. I'm pretty sure your car could beat a 777 from a launch. At some point, I think the plane might get, like, up top, the plane might get you, because I think your car is more for mid-range and lower.
Also for the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But we're talking, like, apples to apples. You know, what you're saying is, like, listen, if we put wings on your car, it would be a fine plane. That's what I'm thinking. It's a fine plane there.
The Focus would be a fine plane.
Fine plane. So you get like this. I had a window seat, and I had one where it's really kind of secluded. So you have
you're like tucked away in the corner, sort of.
Yeah. You're tucked away in the corner, and to get there, like you have it's almost like a hallway to get to your. It's not a hallway, but it's like a little like access panel. So
you're like basically in your own little like loft or studio or something.
Yeah. So a little bit. But the seats were nice and wide. They recline all the way back. There's a massaging function. You can sleep there, and it's actually there was a shoulder belt, which I've never seen on a plane. I think they've got those new because when you take off, you don't need them when you land, but when you take off, you need to put the shoulder belt like you're in a like you're in a freaking Civic or something, like just or any car. I mean, I just like
strap in, guys. This thing has VTEC.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be cool if you like took off on a plane and then you just hear like. So,
did the captain have the stereotypical like can barely understand him speaker system, or was it? Because every time I've ever been on a plane, it's always like.
All right, we've landed. When they were telling me what local time is 12 p.m. Thanks for flying. Have a nice day.
Like you can, it's the same thing with like if you get on the subway at like in New York City, it's like
our next stop is man on the 34th.
Like you can't understand.
Our next stop is man.
Like what did you just say?
Yeah. Oh boy, we are peeking all over the place. Oh, it's
okay.
Yeah.
I'll master the audio in post.
Watch it be like you get it back and then you're like, we can't use any of this.
I'll just put a headphone user warning at the beginning of the episode.
Okay. All right. Cool. Just like Hoonigan. Just like
yes.
Okay. Cool. So back to this wonderful flight. So you get there. You get in the seat. It's very nice. It's very cozy. You have Saks Fifth Avenue bedding. that you can put on your seat because your seat is also a bed. It turns into a bed. You have
I'm gonna cover this seat in sacks.
Yeah. Can you give me your finest sacks, please?
I want some sacks.
So, so you also have Saks Fifth Avenue sheets that you can put over you, which actually it reminded me of like a sort of like a nice burlap sack, which is not horrible,
Burlap
but also
sacks.
burlap sacks. So you get that, and then about half an hour into it, they start giving you food.
Yeah, so this is the part where I'm interested in because I'm fat. So what kind of food do they serve, and what are your thoughts on the food?
That's a very good question, Andrew. I'm glad you asked it. So
When we're talking about food, can we bring it down a little bit?
okay, so
Yeah.
first thing we do is when they bring out the food, they give you a little appetizer. So.
Oh, I love appetizers.
Okay, all right. I don't think anybody can hear that.
So tell me about the appetizer.
This is NPR now.
So how's the appetizer?
The NPR, you just put the bass dial all the way down, otherwise it just blows out your speakers. All right, so they bring out first they have to get you prepared. They have to get you prepared. They go, excuse me, sir. They ask you by your last name, like, Mr. McGillicuddy or whatever. I stole somebody's seat. They're like, Mr. blah blah blah. Is it okay if
Mr. Rish?
Yeah. Excuse me, Mr. Rish. Is it Tava? Is that your? Yes. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much. So they ask you to take the tray. There's a tray in front of you, and they go, "Can I just set you up?" So they take the tray in front of you like you're an infant, and they set up this little placemat like you're in a picnic, and then they proceed to give you a very hot towel. It's like 3 degrees below like scalding, like permanent damage to your hands. So it's like you do this hot potato thing, like, ooh, this is good. Yes, and then right when you absorb all that heat right into your hands, then it becomes like ice cold.
Yes.
It's weird. It's like, here you go. It's like, okay. Oh, okay, all right, great. Ooh, yeah, that's good. And your hands are like throbbing and like, ready for that food now. Yes. So afterwards, they give you a little warmed over thing of peanuts or like mixed nuts, which are salted, very, very light, delectable, and hopefully, they didn't ask me if I had any peanut allergies, so it's like if I'm a complete idiot and I just had anaphylactic shock on the plane, not sure they'd be able to deal with that. But we're going to Europe where adults are adults, so yeah, I think people could make that distinction. So they give you a little thing of airline peanuts, which they do not get in economy class, by the way.
Oh well,
Of
course
they don't get that. I think they just get like one of those Doritos fun packs or something. They just throw them at your face.
You get half of a gas station grilled cheese.
Excuse me, this one's expired. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that a problem? Oh, look at Mr. Fancy Pants here. He wants non-expired food. Okay, I'll just land the plane and get you some more Doritos. Anybody else have any questions? So
Can I get a Coke? You can get a Czech Cola. Coke is for the business class.
Oh, excuse me. Thank you, Mr. 37F. I'll take that into consideration. Yeah, so they give you that, and then after you eat that, they give you a appetizer plate, which is like a cheese plate. You have various cheeses, very very kind of hoity-toity fancy stuff. Then they have in that same thing, they have a salad, which it's like a chicken salad with some very very kind of light. They also have a variety of breads that you can have. There's like, and it's I'm not gonna say it's baked fresh. They don't have like a bakery on board, but
right.
It's warm. It's warm. It's straight out of the whatever the
Microwave.
equivalent of the oven is. Yeah, it's probably some convection oven or something, right? So they have a selection of bread. They have garlic bread, pretzel bread. Like they literally just take a bread basket and like, pick which one you want. And I go, can I have this one and this one? Like, you sure can. You can have as much bread as you want. I'm like, what if I just told you I want the entire thing? I want nobody else to have any bread.
Give me the bread.
Yeah.
Which one? All of them.
Because you can't just say willy nilly you can have as much bread as you want, because you have no idea how much I want. I could be a complete jerk. I could be a complete a-hole to everybody on this plane right now. Like, so you're giving me the freedom of denying other people bread because you have a finite amount of bread. I doubt you have a bakery up there. Okay, I've seen the schematics. I've studied this plane. So you get some bread, and after you're done with that, and like by this time you're a little bit, you're kind of getting there. Then they bring you out the main course, and you have like you have a choice of like 4 things. So I got the.
I was gonna say, what was your choice?
So I got the pork chop. So there's like a pork chop. There's like a curry chicken. There was some seafood. There's some vegetarian options or whatever. But it's all nice. So I got the pork chop because I was like, I don't want to really risk it because I'm gonna be going to another country and jet lagged. I'm not. If this thing.
Yeah, curry, not a good idea.
If it ends horribly.
Yeah.
It's not gonna look good for me.
No.
It's not gonna be like, hey guys, like I meet up with the Michelin people, like bathroom. Yeah, so it's fine. Pork chop was great. It was cooked very well. Then comes after you eat all of that, then you're like, oh, I'm pretty full. Then comes the desserts.
Ooh.
And the desserts on United at least are. Ooh, they're good.
Oh, yeah?
Ooh, they're good. So they give you a ice cream sundae that they like make. Again, I don't know how they make it. Do they have like how do you make ice cream? I assume it's just like.
You've never made ice cream?
I've never made ice cream.
Okay, so you got to come to one of my family's, my my very southern family's like get-togethers. We usually bring ice cream churn, ice, salt, all the fixins to make homemade ice cream on the spot.
Okay. How can you do that like outside when it's hot? When it's hot?
Yes, we did it like last weekend. Literally last weekend.
How do you do that? Is it like is there chemicals involved?
No, there's just ice and salt.
Oh, ice. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I'm saying like if it's hot, then ice melts, doesn't it?
Yeah, but if you put the salt on the ice, it makes the.
But doesn't that make it super salty? Doesn't that?
It's on the outside of the churn.
I don't want salt in my ice cream.
That's on the outside of the churn.
Why would I want salt on the outside of my ice cream?
To keep it cold.
Are you even thinking about what you're saying right now? Does that make any sense to you? Dude, okay, I know how ice cream is made, all right?
Well, you were just asking how is ice cream made.
I was being facetious. I know how it's made, okay?
How's it made?
Okay, there's an ice cream tree. And did I say something funny? Okay, listen. It's only in really cold climates.
The ice cream harvest has been very good this year.
Yeah, well, okay, dude. It's not, I'm not being like stupid. Like it's okay. So there's a tree, and it doesn't grow on trees, but it's a sap. It's like a sap. So it like the tree excretes the ice cream, and then you have all these little like
saying something excretes ice cream makes me never want ice cream again.
No, but it's look. So you have the the whatever garden gnomes they collect it. And they're little collectors, and then they send it to Haagen-Dazs, and then that's how Haagen-Dazs.
Do you know what Haagen-Dazs means? Nothing.
Little garden gnomes.
It means nothing.
That
Haagen-Dazs is a made-up word by an American to make it sound fancy.
See, that's what you would say if it actually meant something.
No, it doesn't.
I think Haagen-Dazs means little garden gnomes that take tree sap and make it into ice cream. That's what I think. So, in any case, the ice cream on this flight was quite
a delight.
It was lit AF.
Oh, fam.
It was lit AF.
Oh, fam.
It was darn turnt. Okay.
Okay.
It was very it was turnt, as kids say. So they have like a big bowl of ice cream for you, and they go, "Would you like?" Okay. We have lots of different toppings.
You want some ice cream?
Yeah.
You want some chocolate ice cream or vanilla ice cream?
Yep. That's exactly what they
Do you
said.
want some fudge?
Dude.
Do you want the cherry on top?
You could work at United.
Do you want some nuts?
Oh, that's what gets me every time.
The nuts?
Yeah, that's my favorite. Just like
warm, salty nuts.
Warm, salty nuts. The more nuts, the better for me.
Yeah,
for me, that's my thing.
Yep.
Yeah, so
but they have to be really big.
Yeah.
Like,
so if anybody ever meets me in the street, I always ask, "Hey, can I see your nuts? Like, can I? Like, I'd like to. I'm a fanatic for nuts.
Yeah.
People like give me weird looks. I don't understand.
All I want is some warm nuts.
Yeah, I mean it's not like I'm saying like, well, I don't know. Okay, in any case,
Demonetized.
There's a fudge packing joke in there somewhere, but these like there's lots of different toppings, and they go, well, you have different ingredients that you can put on. I chose strawberries and caramel, and this caramel is like it's melted, so when it gets on the ice cream, it becomes like this nice. Like
Gooey,
yeah,
kind
it gets gooey,
stretchy almost, yeah.
Oh, it's so good. So you have that, and then they go, and after that they go, oh, we have a after dinner cheese plate. Would you like it? And I'm like, yes. I don't know if I can do that. So literally verbatim, like in that voice. I don't know if I can, because at this point your stomach is stretched to the point of like almost. I'm pretty sure there's like micro fissures, whatever in there. Internal bleeding, whatnot. But after all that, you're supposed to get some rest. The problem with that is that it was a 6-hour flight to London, to Heathrow from Newark to it was like 6 hours and 13-minute flight time. But it's also like it's a 5-hour difference. So you're basically like you're going 6 hours, but you're also like going across 6 hours. So it was an overnight flight. So it's almost like you get on the plane, you eat, and then you're there, and it's like you skip the night. Well, we're here. Hope you're rested. Like, what happened to the thing? I can't know. And so you get off the plane, and what's great when you're in Polaris business or in your Polaris first class or whatever, they give you a fast pass for the passport control. Because passport control, it can take up to like an hour and a half sometimes. But turns out when you pay more money, you can actually get they give you a little thing. It's like, we have invited you for the Fast Pass celebration. Like some stupid thing like that.
Fast Pass celebration of speed.
Yeah. And the Fast Pass celebration. It's like passport control. One line is like not moving all the other. Like, wow, they're really efficient. So you get there, and the woman at the passport control. First of all, I got through in like 5 minutes. The first time I went to Heathrow, I did not have this fast pass thing, and I was there for an hour or more. So which is not fun considering you're jet lagged and whatever. But I went through in 5 minutes, and then the lady there asked me, "Are you here for business or pleasure?" And like me being a dumb American, I'm like, oh well, a little of both. Really, I'm I was invited by Michelin here because Festival of Speed. I'm a journalist. I'm also I have a YouTube channel. Like listen, she doesn't need to know. It's like my brain's not working at this point. Like, well, I don't know. She's like, so pleasure it is. Like, like yeah, you could just put that. Like, okay, stamp, bye. Which was actually
you made it longer than it needed.
Right,
to be.
right. Like I'm there. Like, so how about you? What do you do? What do you do in your spare time? You like jazz? Do you golf?
What is it that you Brits do?
Yeah, like, so do you like back in America we go out and we have fun with friends? Is that something you guys do? You have social gatherings? Is that a thing you do on this side of the pond? Huh? Just be like super weird and annoying.
You do those sorts of things for fun, eh, governor?
Just get all
You're going out with your mates.
Yeah.
Going out and get some fish and chips. God save the Queen.
Hey, geezer.
Hey, geezer. What you think you're doing out here, you?
Just call me Meghan Markle. All right. So I get through there, and there's a man standing with a sign that says my name on it. It says just like
It literally just says my name on
yeah,
it.
it's like my name. Like, that's my name. I will. I guess you're from.
I'm looking for a man with a sign that says my name on it.
Yeah.
There he is.
No, okay. Anytime anybody meets you in the airport, just tell them to have a sign that says Spider-Man. It's like
Yes.
that's how you know, because there might be some Andrew Howells on that plane. You don't know.
Yeah.
But there was a guy. It's like a FH or something, or like F Hernandez. I'm like, I'm guessing I'm the only F Hernandez here.
No, he didn't like you. F Hernandez.
Yeah, F Hernandez. Yeah, he just went to protest like one guy.
You're taking too long with your Lambo build. F. Hernandez. You're just milking it.
Yeah. Oh, yes, yes. I have a distraught viewer. So, and it was about an hour away. We get to the hotel, and I mean, we're running a little long, but I think there's a lot here.
I mean, we've mostly been talking about airline food. This is basically a Jerry Seinfeld stand-up bit for an hour.
Okay. So did Jerry Seinfeld ever actually make that bit? This might be a Mandela thing. This might be a Mandela effect thing, because I think one of those things is misquoted. So you guys in the comments can probably tell me. I don't think that was an actual bit that Jerry Seinfeld was like, what's the deal with airline food? And like I don't think that's something he actually said, but it's repeated by people that make jokes about hack comedians, about like this, very cliche thing. But I don't think that was actually his shtick. So
I mean, I wouldn't put it past him.
No, he has observational humor for sure, but I don't think he actually said that joke in particular. So it's a little.
Why
weird.
gotta bring it down, man?
I gotta listen, man. We're all just having a good time here. I don't know what you're doing here. So, so then we get to the hotel, and by this time it's 8 a.m. By the way, I saw a guy commuting to work. I assume he's commuting. Maybe he was going to the Goodwood Festival of Speed. Who knows? But it was like 7 a.m, something like that, in UK traffic. So it was pretty heavy, going from London, and he was driving a Caterham R500.
I want one.
But he's like driving essentially like just a race car.
As you do.
I love this. Like, he had a fight with his wife, and his wife was like, "You have too many cars. You don't even drive them." I'm like, oh yeah. Wait. You what, mate? You what? Yeah. So and then he just like proves his wife wrong. He's like miserable in his car. There's a briefcase, a tie flapping behind him, a tear streaming down his cheek. He's like, I'm leaving her today. So yeah, I saw that. We get to this hotel called the Old Thorns Manor, or Old Thorns Hotel or something. It's about an hour away from Goodwood, but it's like in the middle between Goodwood and Heathrow.
Was it next to the Green Dragon?
It was next to the. I don't know.
Was it just outside of the Shire?
The Shire, yes. Speaking of the Shire, I actually watched on the way there. I watched the second 2 Hobbit movies, and
so good.
I forgot how good they are.
So good.
I remember the third one being not so great.
It's awesome.
Yeah. I thought I was like, it's kind of okay, but I rewatched it. I'm like, this is pretty good.
It's so good.
This is pretty good, except for the face CG. That was really off-putting. They had this weird uncanny valley thing. So you guys in the comments, or you guys listening, you're gonna love this, because we're gonna go into Lord of the Rings lore. So the brother of Thorin Oakenshield. Remember when he comes, and he's Billy Connolly.
Oh, Dane.
Yeah. His entire face was CG the entire movie. Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Nope, that was makeup.
That was not makeup. That was CG.
Okay, well, I can pull up the documentary where he's in the makeup chair for hours.
Sure, but it looked. I swear. Okay, we will. After this podcast, we'll look. We don't have to do it now. We don't have to. No, because no.
Continue.
No, don't do it.
Continue.
You can have makeup, but also have CG.
Keep going.
It was definitely, dude. It was definitely CG. It was Uncanny Valley. I know my CG. Okay, I know my CG. But that was my only point. That it was like just weird CG. But it was a good movie. I liked it. Especially, I like the second one where you get to see Benedict Cumberbatch do his
he's like
Smaug thing.
him as Smaug is incredible.
Yes. I am death. All right. So then we get to the Shire, and
oh, hey, look, here's a picture of him in makeup. Cool. How neat is that?
Yeah, but that's
that's makeup that he got put on for the movie.
Okay, that's not necessarily okay. There was a lot of scenes where that was CG. I'm not saying that could be, yeah, sure, but that's for a photo shoot. That's for a photo shoot. I'm telling you, for the movie they used CG because it had that. Dude, I will bet you money. That is how certain I am. I will bet you. How much you want to bet? $5? $5?
I'll just pull up a video of him in the makeup chair real quick. Oh, hey, look, there he is in the makeup chair in the thumbnail of the video.
It doesn't matter if he's in the makeup chair. It does not matter because you can have it be CG and also makeup. Also, this is a riveting podcast where people can't see it, can't see anything, and I'm not pulling. I mean,
we've been talking about airline food.
This has to do with my trip to the Goodwood Wood.
Wasn't it also you that said that no one cares about your vacation? Didn't you also say that?
But I had a really nice time.
Don't we have a podcast called
But
No
I
One
had a
Cares About Your
really
Vacation?
nice time. You don't understand. It's so good.
You're right, because we weren't with you.
Okay. I think I'm gonna get into Goodwood more in the next episode. We ran a little long.
Just about Billy Connolly and airline food.
Dude, we're hitting the hard topics here.
Welcome back, guys. Glad to be back.
We don't let anybody ever tell you that we don't have quality content on this show. Well, I got to the Old Thorns Manor Hotel.
Old Thorin?
Old Doran Oakenshield Hotel. And one thing is, when you get to a hotel at 8 in the morning, usually they don't have your room ready. Yeah. It's very likely that your room is not going to be ready. So they said, your room's not going to be ready till 3. Now me, since I'm a brain genius, I was like, I'm not going to sleep during the flight. So when I get to the room, then I'll just be tired enough that I'll just take a few hours or whatever, and I'll like sleep for 4 hours, kind of go through the rest of the day, go to dinner and stuff, and then sleep like a regular night. But I forgot that I figured like, well, Michelin might have like some connection with the hotel. I was like, nah. It's just a regular hotel, regular. And they were like, oh, your room's not ready. It's not gonna be ready till 3. I'm like, great. Like,
please kill me.
No, they said you're free to walk around the grounds and whatnot. Like, I'm in the middle of nowhere. Like, literally, what am I supposed to do? Like, they have a golf course and stuff. Like, I'm not gonna play golf. I'm super tired. And
just playing golf. Period. Sounds
yeah.
terrible.
I mean, golf when I'm completely
like being outdoors. What?
What? The sun is out there. Did you know that? There's no air conditioning out there. You have to hit a little ball with a stick.
There's no air conditioning in your hotel room either. Yay, Britain.
Yes. So then we come to that. So, but the people at the Old Thorns, they were quite hospitable. They actually got me a room at 10:30, so I was there for like 2.5 hours in the lobby. Honestly, I was just watching like Cletus McFarlane videos and like roadkill and stuff, so it's fine. But then I got to my room, and well, first it was like 2.5 hours, and they said, oh, we contacted the staff, and they're cleaning up your room now. And then I checked in. They said, okay, your room's ready. And then it was like 2.5 hours. I went up to my room and it was being cleaned, and I was like, they told me that my room is ready and it's not ready. What time should I come back? They're like 10 minutes or something. Like, okay. So I go outside again, just sit on my butt for 10 minutes, come back, and room is ready. I put all my stuff there, and then I'm like, man, it's hot. It's hot in this room. And then I'm like looking for the thermostat. I'm like, there's no thermostat. There ain't no thermostat. There's a heater on the wall.
Oh, good.
Yeah, like, oh, okay. And me, I'm such an idiot that I go, maybe this is like some weird European contraption where it's also a heater but also an AC. And I'm like turning the knob, like, nope, that's hot. I turn it back, and I realized that there is no air conditioning in this establishment. However, the fun fact is they have hotel rooms, but they also have residences. And my room was on the 3rd floor, and if I open up my windows, I can see the residences outside. Residences have AC, which are directly in the path of my viewing and also my hearing. So if you open up the windows, you can hear all the ACs going off.
Nice.
So the only thing that's basically, if you're trying to take a nap or whatever, the things keeping you up are the ACs, of which you don't have. So the thing that they have to remedy this is a fan. It's a little like upright fan, really, really big fan, that blows probably, the Jeremy Clarkson thing, like it's like a mouse coughing.
Yes.
Yes. It's like that. You put it on 3 and you're like, is it on? Like, what is that? So I put it literally, like, I'm in bed, ladies. I'm in bed, and I put the fan on the nightstand and I just put it on 3. So it just like kind of, it circulates the hot air in the room because the room is very well insulated. So even if I open up the windows, it does nothing. Like the cool breeze goes in and it hits a wall and then it does nothing. So it's hilarious. So I put a fan right next to my bed and I try to get a few hours of sleep and it was fine. But when everybody else got there, we were all laughing at dinner because we were exchanging stories of like how people ask for more fans and like people have like these weird Rube Goldberg contraptions in their room. Like I have one fan here and the other fan here, so there's like a cross ventilation thing, one by the window and one on the nightstand. Like, well, I put mine on the like, yeah, it's nuts. You know what could have been good? Not that like obviously having AC is fine, right?
Yeah.
What could have been good if they just had like a little piece of paper that says for the environment or something, we don't have AC, but we do have fans, and we have included a fan in your room. If you need extra fans, just let us know, or something like that. Something reasonable. Not like I had to call to reception. I'm like, hey, do these like rooms not have AC? And you can tell that they have this question like 100 times a day. They were like, sir, only residences have fans. Goodbye. Like, it was literally that. Like, sir, only residents have fans. Goodbye. And I'm like, okay, bye. like, okay, so like that's not what I'm getting. Obviously, I'm not gonna have them like I demand AC. My skin cannot be hotter than 95 degrees.
I would, because I can't sleep if it's hot. I cannot sleep.
No, I don't. I hate it when it's hot too. But honestly, the fan was okay. When I opened up the window all the way and the fan was going, it wasn't that bad because it got pretty chilly. It was like 50s at night.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was okay. It's just in the room it was like a kind of really like stuffy and whatever. But it wasn't bad. It was, I wasn't. I'm not the snowflake that I portray myself as sometimes. I'm a big boy.
I'm actually part polar bear. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, very sensitive though.
More bear than polar though, right? Well, all right. So that brings me to actually getting to Goodwood, which we will cover in the next episode.
All right.
So yeah. So this was a preliminary. This is a prequel to the main event, and this is the episode 1, Phantom Menace of the.
Now that's podcasting.
That's podcasting. That's right. Are you an angel? I hate sand. It's coarse and it gets everywhere.
Just like prequel memes.
Yes. Yes. Misa like that. So we will reconvene in the next episode, and hope you guys enjoy that. All our social media stuff is going to be down below, and I'm going to be talking about Goodwood. I even have all my stuff here, my little grandstand passes and my pavilion passes, and I'm gonna tell you all about that stuff. And yeah, how does that sound?
No one cares about your vacation.
No one cares about my. It wasn't a vacation, guys. It was work. It was work. This is what I'm here for. You know what? It was work because I'm an influencer and I was influencing so hard, dude. You have any idea how many calories you burn when you're influencing, like as hard as you can influence?
That sounds like something I should look into then.
It's harder than any. Coal miners, take heed. Okay, look at this face and see those kids.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Those kids trapped in a cave in Thailand.
We'll see you next time.
I'm telling you, those kids. Elon Musk.
This is Car Guys Talk with Andrew and Tavarish.